Have you ever pondered how the Enlightenment, a period steeped in philosophy and radical thinking, transformed human society as we know it today? We're about to embark on a journey back to the 18th century, an era brimming with radical transformations and revolutionary ideas. Welcome to the Enlightenment, a period that shook societal foundations and reshaped our worldviews. The Enlightenment was notable for its emphasis on reason, audaciously questioning the accepted norms of its time and challenging the status quo. It was a time that celebrated individualism and skepticism, asserting the power of the human mind, armed with logic and evidence, to decode the universe's mysteries. More than just a historic period, the Enlightenment symbolized a profound shift in understanding and perspectives, a veritable revolution in thought. It served as a beacon of progress in a world steeped in darkness, leading humanity towards the light of knowledge and discovery. It laid the groundwork for the world as we know it, shaping the course of history and influencing countless aspects of our lives. It questioned the unexamined, challenged the accepted, and dared to dream of a world guided by reason and logic. So, join us as we journey back in time to the era of enlightenment and discover how it shaped the world we live in today. The Enlightenment did not just appear out of nowhere. It evolved from cultural shifts sparked by the Renaissance, an era of renewed interest in Greek and Roman wisdom that incited skepticism towards established norms. The Renaissance highlighted human intellect as a tool for comprehending the world, encouraging inquiry, exploration, and transforming the world into a puzzle ready for solving. This curiosity birthed the scientific revolution, a period of scientific progress. Galileo Galilei and Isaac Newton defied the status quo, proposing new ways to understand the universe. Galileo's telescope challenged the geocentric model of the Church, while Newton introduced logical physical laws. This progress in science and philosophy questioned the authority of the monarchy and church and stirred a spirit of questioning and rational thinking among the masses, making the world a more rational system. The human mind transformed into an active explorer. As the scientific revolution concluded, the Enlightenment emerged, marking an era where reasoning reigned supreme and the quest for knowledge became a noble endeavor. As the 18th century dawned, the stage was set for a new era of thought. The Enlightenment was an era of giants, intellectual titans who transformed the way we understand the world. Among them, three luminaries stand out: Voltaire, Immanuel Kant, and Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Voltaire, a French philosopher, is remembered for advocating freedom of speech and religion, and for his critique of societal and religious corruption in works such as Candide. Immanuel Kant, a German philosopher, questioned our perception of reality. His seminal work, Critique of Pure Reason, introduced a new understanding of human cognition, suggesting our knowledge is shaped by our observations and cognitive processing. Finally, Jean-Jacques Rousseau was a forward-thinking philosopher who revolutionized notions of society and government. He proposed that while humans are inherently good, society tends to corrupt them. His influential book, The Social Contract, offered the radical notion that governments should serve the people, a concept that has inspired countless revolutions and the establishment of nations. These three intellectual titans were the driving force behind the Enlightenment, their innovative ideas shaping modern thought and governance. They were indeed the giants of the Enlightenment. The Enlightenment was not just about philosophy. It had a profound effect on the ongoing events of the period, molding our world today. It ignited philosophies of reason and liberty during the 18th century, leading to significant upheavals. Two remarkable outcomes were the American and French revolutions, both being products of Enlightenment philosophies. The American Revolution witnessed British colonies in North America rebelling against the British Crown. The core ideals of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness were immortalized in the Declaration of Independence. Simultaneously, the French Revolution was a rebellion against the monarchic order in France, demanding liberty, equality, and fraternity, ideals embedded in the Declaration of the Rights of Man. These revolutions were direct manifestations of Enlightenment thinking. The Enlightenment also catalyzed the evolution of societies from divine right rule to democratic governance, driven by the consent of the governed. This period underscored of human rights, creating a foundation for initiatives like the abolition of slavery and the fight for women's rights. The Enlightenment was a crucible, forging the modern world through its fiery ideas and philosophies. Even now, centuries later, the Enlightenment continues to shape our societies, politics, and world understanding. The echoes of the Enlightenment can still be heard today, resonating in every corner of our society. This era championed reasoning, individualism, and skepticism towards authority, profoundly influencing our democratic government's formation. It introduced the radical idea of people's power surpassing that of a single ruler or elite, and this notion transformed the societal perspective of individuals. The Enlightenment's emphasis on inalienable human rights is now a cornerstone of our constitutions and justice systems. It also shaped scientific thought, fostering open-minded inquiry, experimentation, and reliance on empirical evidence. These advancements paved the way for the scientific method, propelling us into an era of incredible technological growth and discovery. But the Enlightenment goes beyond its historical timeline. It persistently embodies a mindset of reasoning and truth-seeking. As we confront the complexities of the 21st century, Enlightenment principles, reason, liberty, progress, tolerance, serve as our compass. These tenets continue to be crucial in our pursuit of a just and enlightened future. The Enlightenment, a beacon of reason, and continues to illuminate our path forward. The Enlightenment was no ordinary period in history. It was a time of transformation, a span of years that reshaped the contours of human understanding and cognition. This era was remarkable because of its intellectual powerhouses, the philosophical giants such as Voltaire, Rousseau, and Kant. They were the navigators of this age, guiding society through a sea of entrenched traditions and superstitions, towards a beacon of reason and empiricism. Their concepts and theories altered the very fabric of societal perspectives. Their ideas were the spark that ignited the flame of change, promoting revolutions that rattled the foundations of established institutions. The Age of Enlightenment influenced diverse fields from the realm of politics to the sphere of culture, leaving a profound and indelible imprint. The societal fabric was dyed in colors of their collective intellect, and this our present. Their legacy, a world that values human reason and pursuit, persists even today, shaping our responses to the ever-evolving of our time. Such is the potency of the Enlightenment's effects that they do not merely reverberate as historical echoes, but persist in influencing our contemporary interactions. The Enlightenment era was a turning point in the timeline of human existence. Its impacts are ever present, influencing how we perceive, understand, and interact with the world. So keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep the flame of enlightenment burning bright.